Hey everyone, it's Franco, your business vlogger here, and in this video I wanted to go over how to get phone calls for your business, okay? And this video is perfect for service providers like lawyers or dentists that want to be able to get more phone calls because those phone calls can turn into new clients later on. Now, essentially, before I get started, I want to go over what platform you should be advertising on. And I think that while most businesses, or many businesses, as in my case, I've come across many business owners that they always think that Facebook and Instagram is the right way to go. And look, it's a great platform to advertise on. However, it might not be the one you should aim for first. The one that I think you should aim for first if you want to get more phone calls is actually Google. Now, the reason why I recommend Google over Facebook and Instagram is because of the type of audience that you are able to reach on Google. For example, if you're trying to reach someone on Facebook and Instagram, well, guess what? The people that are on Facebook and Instagram, they're there to see what their friends and family are doing. They're there to check out some memes. They're there to see some funny videos. They're not there to find a solution to their problem. However, those that go on google.com and type in a search, they are there to be able to find a solution to their problem, which means that if you're able to advertise on Google, you're able to get in front of them while they're looking for you, the service provider, to help them with their problem. Now in this image here, I have a sample search for divorce lawyer near me, and let's go over what this might look like. For a user, if they were to type in divorce lawyer near me in Google, they'll see a few advertisements at the very top of the page. And this is what we're talking about when we're saying online advertising, right? We want to show up at the very top of the page because that's where most people interact, right? They click on these ads before they click on anything else on the page. And as you can see here, we have several different options for where people can go to speak to a divorce lawyer. One of them says divorce lawyer near me, experienced and affordable. Another one says peaceful divorce attorney. But as you can see, they all have different phone numbers, right? So they're all providing their phone number. That way you as a user are able to call that phone number and get in touch with someone right away. Now that is what I want to bring up today. And part of this video is to show you how you're able to get phone calls for your business. And Google provides that option to be able to run campaigns in which you're able to show your phone number and you're able to get clicks directly to that phone number, as is the case on a mobile device. Okay, so what you want to do when it comes to Google and when it comes to advertising is, if you are able to handle calls and you use those calls to be able to set up appointments, you want to show up on Google and you want to activate what is called the call extension, and you want that to be your call to action. You want people to be able to click on that phone number or type in that number on their keypad in order to be able to get in contact with you. Now obviously this isn't free, right? As I mentioned, this is online advertising, so there are some fees associated with advertising or showing up on Google search at the very top. Now the way it works is that Google charges you for every click that you get. So for example, if someone looks for divorce lawyer near me and clicks on the ad, you're going to get charged by Google for that click, right? And let's say that each click is $10, right? So now you know that every time someone clicks on your ad, you have to pay Google $10, right? Well, one important thing to keep in mind is that a click doesn't necessarily mean a phone call. It might take you 3 clicks until you get a phone call. Why? So if you go on your phone or you go on some mobile device, you'll notice that if you click on a call now button, your phone is going to ask you if you want to complete the call, if you actually want to make the call. So usually a lot of people may click on that, but they may not actually go forward with making the call. So let's say that it takes you 3 clicks and you're paying $10 each for each click, right? Until you're able to get a phone call. At that point, when you actually get a phone call, that might mean that it costs you $30 to be able to get that phone call. Okay, and that's a really good number to keep in mind as you're running your numbers for the performance of the campaign, because once you know that a phone call in this case is worth $30 or costs you $30, now you're able to make some estimates. Let's say that on average you know that it takes you 10 phone calls from people coming from Google until you're able to get a new customer, right? Well, then you can estimate that if you need 10 phone calls and each phone call is costing you $30, it might cost you a total of $300 in advertising in order to be able to get a new client. Now, if it costs you $300 to get a new client, does that make financial sense for you? Well, it depends, right? If you're selling a service that only costs $50, then you're going to lose money. It does not make sense for you. But for example, if you're a lawyer and your clients on average pay, let's say, $2,000 for your services, and it only costs you $300 to be able to get them, right? Well, that might make sense for you. That might make financial sense, and you might still be able to make money from this transaction or this type of advertising. So ultimately, and this was a very quick video, Google Ads can help you with your business to achieve what most businesses want. And this is, again, mostly centered towards service providers. And that is to get more phone calls, because more phone calls can translate into consultations, into appointments, which later on translate into sales, into new clients. So next time you're thinking about how you're able to get more phone calls, think about Google Ads and think about running ads to be able to get more phone calls. Now, if you're thinking about how do I get started, well, you're able to go through Google's platform itself. You can go to ads.google.com, and they have a simplified version where you're able to set everything up and start running ads yourself. Now, obviously, if you want someone to manage it for you, you're able to find someone else to be able to do that for you. And I can do it, but that's the point of the video, is not to share that. It's to really just let you know what's out there, right? One of my greatest sayings, or I don't know if I created it, or I think someone else created it, to be honest, but it's always on my mind. It's that you don't know what you don't know, right? And as a result of that, I want to be able to help you know what you don't know, so that once you know what's out there, right? So I hope that this video helped you out tremendously, and at least it taught you something new for what you're able to do to improve your business. And in this case, it's centered towards helping you get more phone calls to get more sales. So again, if you like this video, give it a like. And if you want to see more great content like this, make sure you subscribe. That way you're able to stay in touch with me. All right? Again, this is Franco, your business vlogger, and I'm out.